In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the alternator on this BMW 328i. Let's get into it. We're going to take the belt off. I'm going to use a T60 socket. Tensioner is right here. Just push towards the right. You can slide the belt off. Slide it off the tensioner. And you can release the tension. And take the belt off the alternator pulley, idler, compressor, off the power steering pump, and off the crank pulley. And just slide that out. There's two screws here. You want to take those out, use a 10mm socket. And take the other one out. It's going to be loose. Disconnect the connector for the mass airflow sensor. I'm just using a pick. Just get under that little tab there. Slide that off. Now we're going to loosen up this worm clamp. I'm just using a straight blade screwdriver. And slide the snorkel off. And grab the airbox and it slides right out. Disconnect the connector, just push on the tab. Slide the connector out, there's a little tab underneath. Using a 13mm socket, take this nut off. Take the cable out. Using a E12 socket, we're going to take these bolts out. Grab the alternator, and it slides right out. We're going to transfer the pulley over to the new alternator. I'm just going to use a straight blade screwdriver, pop this cap off, using a 16mm socket, take the bolt out. And get it started on the new one. And just snug it down and put the cap back on. Now you can install it in the vehicle. Slide the alternator in place. And you want to put new bolts in. Get those all started. Then you want to torque those to 7 foot-pounds. And then go an additional 180 degrees. And 180 degrees. Take this nut off. Make sure the end looks clean for the cable. Put that on. Put the nut on. Torque this nut to 14 foot-pounds. Now connect the lower connector, lock it down. Take the airbox, line that up. Get the snorkel started. Tighten down the worm clamp. Take the connector, line that up, plug that in, get the screws started. Should be 2. And tighten those down. Take the belt and go down around the crank pulley. It's going to come back up around the tensioner. Go down to the AC compressor. We're going to go around the power steering pump. Make sure that looks good. And I'm just going to pull it off the tensioner because we have to get it around the alternator and the idler pulley. Close. On the tensioner, there is a hole that you can put a key. If you just use a small Allen key or hex key, you can get it through the hole, and then that'll hold the tensioner right there. Then we can get the belt over the tensioner. You can slide it over the tensioner. Double check all your pulleys. Make sure those look good. Just release the tension slightly, and then you can pull that keyway out. There you go. Belt's on.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.